sleep good throughout the night because you're tired from exercising and going out and seeing stuff, being mentally stimulated, physically exhausted from the day. You know, I'm telling you, it's nice. I think it's also like if you're trying to cut back on anything, if it's cannabis or if it's even sugar, you know, it's not gonna help if you're just sitting here in your living room staring at an empty candy bowl or something like that. You're just gonna be thinking about sugar, right? You know what I mean? Like you gotta go do stuff. Do something else, you know? Go out and do a thing that you don't normally do and turn that into the habit, or just trying something. You don't even have to turn that into your habit forever. It's just enough until you break the fixation. Like now with the snooze, by the way, like I'm almost doing nothing with cigarettes now. Like I'm like honestly, sometimes I roll a joint and I'm like, I wish I didn't put tobacco in this. So then I'll just roll pure joints if I'm smoking a J. And then I'm just starting to be like, on weed, like, it's just kind of meh. Like the taste and stuff like that, the burning of it and everything, the paper, I'm like, it's kind of gross. So then I'm like, dude, I'm like, don't even feel like smoking a joint. Like I bought a 5-gram bag of weed like a week back, and it lasted me like a whole week, more than a week. It just sat there in my bag because I wasn't really using it. I was like taking some dabs. I was getting sampler dabs and stuff like that, but I wasn't like sitting there pounding joints or anything either. I was just like having a dab here and there and just chilling. Smoking a lot less. And also to the point where like, I don't know, like I was with Stacy a couple days ago, I smoked that hash joint. I was fucking baked. Like really baked. Like really, like more than usual. The Balboa family hash was really good last time. That hit. Oh. The joint doesn't really enhance the travel experience. I don't know, man. I like being stoned for a flight. I can also do it without, for sure. Seeing an awesome sunrise in Doisy Tep with a good joint. Yeah, but that's all like temples and shit. You know, you're supposed to smoke weed there. But that tour guide took me to a spot. He's like, hey, you can smoke here if you want. I was like, all right, let me skin one up real quick. Sat there by like a Naga statue in a little river and smoked a joint. Like, this is pretty chill. This is like maybe the most peaceful Zen place I've ever smoked weed in. Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. You're on day 2 without tobacco, cold turkey. Nice. You know, that if it works for you, it works. I started using snus thanks to a viewer who brought me a lot of them. And I've like left tobacco behind. They now taste like shit to me when I smoke a cigarette. I'm like, ugh. And I put one of these in my mouth for hours instead of going through a lot of them. And one of these tins lasts me for days as well. And I'm like, at this point, if I smoke a cigarette, which I've done in the past couple of days, have one cigarette, and I'm like buzzed from the nicotine, because these are also really light. Like one of these is like 1/3 of a cigarette or something like that. They're really light in terms of nicotine. You know, they're nice. I love them fucking things. But congratulations to you, man. Good. Keep it up. Most coffee shops in Thailand are mostly empty. Market is overly saturated. Yes, but also the problem is the back and forth rule changes on their establishments. So the rule changes kind of left all the dispensaries a little bit screwed. Um, the first thing was make dispensaries, make smoke lounges, and they're allowed to smoke there. And then shortly after that, they're like, we don't want people smoking in the lounges anymore. They got to take it home or something like that instead. Not in public. Got to go somewhere else. And then they left all these people with these big fucking locations with these large smoke lounges and stuff like that they're not allowed to smoke in. So they're just like empty rooms. So there's a huge problem with that. You know, that's a thing. And some shops just let it happen anyway, but some ones in certain areas, they absolutely do not do it because the police in that district act very harsh on it. And go to other cities like Chiang Mai, we have some straight up smoke lounges, but it's because they pay the cops. You know, it's a whole thing. You know, but generally, yeah. Why would you smoke weed in a dark lounge when you can go explore the beauty of Thailand and hit a vape pen or do a dab or something like that. You know, go find some secluded area where it's okay to smoke, or go